30 seconds to battle. The battle begins!
You make a very fine point.
I refuse you. Radiant's courier has been slain. Such an outrage!
Ever seen someone bleed out in a minute? No? Let's get started.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? All right, as we see, my name is Nick. I'll be casting for you today. This is actually game number one in a best of three series between Apex Genesis and Infinity. Infamous, I apologize. All right, as we are looking at it, we are just 3 minutes into the game at the moment. In terms of laning phase. We are going to see Chaos Knight paired up with Elder Titan going against Tiny, who would be the support, and off lane uh, Brewmaster. In the mid lane, it is White Spirit going against Kodal, and in the top lane, it's Gyrocopter, who is paired along with Techies going against Beastmaster and Hoodwink. A nice bushwhack coming out from Hoodwink, but eventually would end up paying her life in favor of Gyrocopter, who is able to use Black Cannon and dish out the damage in order to get the kill. So, 5 kills to 1 at the moment for Infinity. They really have a good chance of, they are going to win this game. Let's not be kidding. All right. So just a little bit of harass damage coming on to the techies, but he should be pretty okay in terms of uh, well Brewmaster, he should be pretty okay. Does not have any region at the moment, so really has to be very careful how far along he wants to step up in the lane. In the meantime, Kotal is having, well, an excellent time. Well, I would say Void Spirit is having a good time as well, so it's not many last hits which is differentiating the two heroes. In fact, it is, well, Beastmaster was kind of able to harass Gyrocopter out of the lane. In fact, Techies could be next in line to fall. I hope they both have magic wands. Yes, they both have magic wands, just because they are against a Beastmaster and he would be losing a lot of his skills in order to harass. And there is a big thing coming out of the Beastmaster with. Okay, it just went away. No, it's still coming out. What the fuck is this? Anyways, they are able to eventually get a kill onto the Beastmaster. That's just a very dirty way of playing Dota, I guess, from the Beastmaster, who is able to snag a kill for himself. Very cheeky, but whatever works in the game of Dota is perfectly fine.
Feeling its mortality. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right. So a little bit of well, actually, I think it's the majority part of it. Let's see who's the 6-minute bounty route goes to. In fact, the 6-minute bounty route is going to do Hands of Tidy. In fact, we are going to see a kill from Gyrocopter, who was able to get a kill onto the Beastmaster in the time the bottom lane. Elder Titan is not in trouble. In fact, is dead in the favor of Kodal, who would love that. Would be, you know, getting some gold in order to get his boots of travel, and then would be finishing off a spirit vessel. So, well, we are about 6.5 minutes into the game. The series pretty much, well, the game pretty much stands even at the moment. Both the heroes are going to be very content. In terms of carry, heroes are going to be very content with the game as where the game is at currently. With Gyro and Chaos Knight kind of just wanting to farm currently and not getting too much done on the map. Right out. So 7-minute Wisdom Room goes to one to each team. So equal amount of experience distributed for both the teams there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. I made my kill.
I was the light at the end.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. No game. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple. Bounty. Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life. Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast. is feeling its mortality. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do. Radiant's bark has grown thick. Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast. Dire's middle tower is learning to fear. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Where's my pension? Here's fear in your heart. Bottoms up. Good for my town.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand. Dire's bottom tower hopes for aid. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life. Dire's middle tower is under attack. No gale can stop the flames. Shaw has fallen to the Radiant. Pity the beast, for though he dies now, he will live and die again. What have we here? Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. The stream tells of tactics. Radiant's middle tower losing its foundation. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. All it can do. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Their defense has weakened. Radiant's top tower is under attack. It shall encroach no more.
Caught you in your stuffers, didn't we?
Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality. Dire's structures are fortified. The trees whisper of a strategy. Dire's middle tower is learning to fear. Dire's middle tower has been uprooted.
I'm not opposed to taking the occasional bounty.
This pleases me to no end.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. feeling its mortality. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Has fallen to the Radiant. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand. Dire's bottom tower hopes for aid. Radiant's top tower is under attack. It shall encroach no more.
Starting to feel a bit nutty.
Radiant's courier has been slain. A sound strategy.
You pose a danger almost lowest return to the earth.
The Dire's hive has grown thick.
This pleases me to no end.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. It will be a ruin long studied. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life. Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality. Dire's middle tower is under attack. No gale can snuff the flames. Radiant's middle tower is losing its foundation. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do. Radiant's top tower is under attack. I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
What
Radiant's top tower is under attack. It shall encroach no more. middle tower is losing its foundation.
A barrel of laughs! Double damage!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Doom is on the wind. Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights. Dire's top tower has fallen. The Earth Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. The pace of battle quickens.
Bottoms up!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Double kill!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. No gale can stop the flame. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do. The Radiant have called upon their defenses. Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast. Radiant's bottom tower is now unkindling. Radiant's bottom barracks will no longer Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. They were too late to save them. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple. attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
Twice the measure of power.
Finders keepers.
Dire's top barracks could burst at any moment. Dire's top barracks have fallen. Their fate has come clear.
Immortality!
What was I doing?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand.
Regeneration.
Dire's bottom tower hopes for aid. tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is no more. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand.
Arcane power.
master has earned a moment's rest. No, take that. What have we here?
Hello, people. Yeah, that was a fun game to see. Sorry, I was not available for the cast, but again, it seemed that the match went after all in the favor of Apex Genesis. By the way, my name is Nick. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, people. The next series coming up. Next is going to be. Wait, let me reconfirm that. It's going to be Infinity versus Qhali. So do stay tuned in for that. That should be starting in about, say, 10 minutes from now. And yeah, this was a great match. Eventually, Apex Genesis are able to come out on top after all their struggles. And I think it was a great fight shown by both of the teams, I suppose. As in, let's go ahead and look at the match. Yeah, it lasted for a good 1 hour and 24 minutes. In terms of in terms of the damage numbers, it's just purely insane, right? You have net worth touching 50,000 on what, one, two, three heroes, and three divine rapiers on Elder Titan. Who would have thought that? In total, we had, let's see, how many divine rapiers here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight divine rapiers, and I'm not sure if there would be a couple of divine rapiers, lying just on the floor where no one was picking them up. Um, Other than that, yeah, just a lot of stuff happening in the match. In terms of damage, what's 124,000 damage done by Gyro, and in comparison, well, he did a lot of damage, but I guess Infamous just did not have that final, damage in order to bring down Apex Genesis. So this series ends 2-0 in favor of Apex Genesis. This was a best of 3 series. The next series we would be watching would be best of 3 as well. And yeah, see you soon, Drew. It was very nice in this specific match. Let's see if the next match has already started. That would be interesting. No, it has not started yet. So we're just going to wait for game number 1 in between. What is it again? Oh, it's again Infinity versus Qhali. Again, that's again a best of 3 series. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just go ahead and update the title while we are waiting for the match to start.
seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. You have 10 seconds left. Radiant team ban. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Radiant team ban. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Dire team ban. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left.
Hello and welcome to game number 1 between Qhali and Infinity in EPL World Series America 2023-24 season. I'll be a caster. I'm Nick, and this is the second series of the day. Second out of 3. So the 3 series which are are supposed to happen today. The first one was Infinity versus Apex, and the second game went to around 80 odd minutes, and it was a great game to see. And that was Apex won the series 2-0. This is the second series of the day, which is in between Infinity and Qhali, and the third match of the day is going to be between Randoms and Fusion. So that would be one interesting series to watch. That one would be followed by this one, of course. This is again a best of 3 series. We are just starting the drafting phase of it, really. Let's look at the bans which have come out so far. For Qhali, we have bans in terms of Tiny, Shadow Fiend, Templar Assassin, and Hoodwink. And for Infinity, the bans we have is Phoenix, Doom, Rubik, Chaos Knight, and let's see who the 5th ban is.
Radiant team ban. Radiant team pick.
Right.
You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Dire team pick. Beastmaster. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Dire team pick.
The undying waits.
Right, so let's look at the picks so far. Clockwork and Beastmaster for Qhali, and for Infinity it is Weaver and Undying as the first two picks. Weaver can be rotated towards the safe lane, or he can be played as position 4/5. So it is a kind of a flex pick, which totally depends how Infinity want to use the hero. Most probably they would want to look at the complete draft happening before they decide that. For Qhali, it's pretty standard. In fact, we see a Jakiro coming out for Infinity before we move on to Qhali's draft. It is a Clockwork and a Beastmaster, so position 3 and 4, I think they would be laning together. That's the bottom lane coming out of Qhali, or rather the top lane.
10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left.
Right. So I think they would pick their position 5 now, if I'm not wrong. Rubik is banned. Phoenix is banned. We have Hoodwink banned. Tiny, well, is played in support somewhat, but they already have a Clockwork, so I don't think they'll be going for Tiny. They would not have preferred going for Tiny. Disruptor is in the pool if they want to take that route into the draft against Jakiro and Weaver. Against Weaver specifically, Disruptor can be really handy. We still have Witch Doctor at the pool as well, so that's another hero Qhali can look at, which is currently hot and happening. Shadow Demon is also in the pool, so that's another hero which Qhali can use for themselves. Not sure how much he would be counted this far, this late into the draft, so would be a good pick to get. They're using all of their reserve time for this pick. They only have about 10 seconds of reserve time left. This is not even the actual, this is the reserve. Finally, they are able to snag Zeus. Most probably going to mid is what I'm guessing. Most probably he should be going to mid, right?
You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Dire team pick.
Right, so it is a mid Zeus. Grimstroke is their second choice of hero, for second support hero, I suppose, and they are only left with the safe laner pick. I really like the draft coming out from Qhali, but looking at the previous series, I really don't have that much confidence. But it would be really interesting to see if they are able to bring out a better performances from their past games.
Radiant team ban.
Right, ban on to Faceless Void. In the meantime, Infinity were able to get their hands on Ember Spirit, so the two supports are definitely Jakiro and Undying. Weaver is going to position 1 and Ember Spirit to position 2. So Infinity are left with offlane. So the bans from Qhali are probably going to be the offlaners now. Centaur is in the pool. Okay, Broodmother was in the pool. They decided to ban Broodmother. Let's see who their second offlane ban is. They really don't have any reserve time. Well, they have 8 seconds of reserve time. Not sure how much it's going to be. Well, they're going to utilize that as well for their last ban. They're really putting a lot of thought into this draft, and they decide to ban Underlord. Okay, fair enough. A really good hero against a lot of heroes which are coming out of Qhali. So final ban from Qhali, it's probably going to be a core hero. a lot of heroes which could be dangerous against them, to be honest. We have Gyro in the pool, we have Life Stealer still lurking around in the area. Not exactly sure how much they would love a Juggernaut at this point in time. Who else is a good? Muerta is still in the pool in case if they want to take that route. Okay, and it's Gyro who has been banned. Darkseer would be the off-lane pick for Infinity, bringing in a lot of bringing a lot of team fight into their draft. They already have Jakiro, Ember Spirit, Undying, and Weaver with the damage he would be bringing in, the physical damage, of course, being the position one. So a great draft coming out from Infinity in case if they're able to get the ball rolling at the starting part of the match. It could be really difficult for Qhali to actually stop the bleeding. Life Stealer is the pick they want to go with. Against Weaver, I think Weaver definitely has an upper hand. The reason being he's ranged. You'd require some sort of hard disable in order to kill that hero. In case if you don't have that, it could get little tricky. They do have a hard disable in terms of Clockwork and Beastmaster, and Zeus with the magical damage can really put a dent into Weaver's progression. But to be honest, I would, in case if I have to put my money, I will put it into the draft for Infinity. That would be my bet. Right, so that's how the draft looks like at the end of the drafting phase. Just to recap the drafting phase, Qhali have gone with the draft of position 1 Lifestealer, position 2 Zeus, position 3 Beastmaster, position 4 Clockwork, and position 5 Grimstroke. For Infinity, it's going to be position 1 Weaver, position 2 Ember Spirit, position 3 Darkseer, position 4 Undying, and position 5 Jakiro. So this is what the draft looks like. Yeah, Infinity does have an upper hand at the end of this draft because Weaver, Lumiere on his Weaver, can be really difficult to control in the starting phases of the game. They have a Grimstroke to kind of a big time counter for a lot of these heroes with the silence he brings to the table, that just the instant silence, and then they will have the liberty to blow up a hero in case if there are multiple heroes nearby for Qhali. So their draft does not look that bad. It's just the execution part of it has to be very precise for them in case if they kind of mess up on the initiation, mess up on the silence, and if Infinity heroes are able to do as they please on the map, then it could be a really hard game for them. And Lifestealer, I think he would be going for his Radiance in this specific game, and I think by the time he gets his Radiance, this match could be pretty much over. Right, so getting right into it, pre 0 minutes, we are just waiting for the bounty rune to spawn. Infinity have kind of taken over the bottom jungle area from the Radiant side. There are 3 heroes lurking around the area. Grimstroke, in case if he's seen, could be in a little bit of trouble, but I don't think any further aggression is coming out from Qhali on these heroes. Let's see who this rune goes to. Alright, one rune taken by Gardic, one by Heiko. So 2 runes going for Infinity. In fact, Who's the fourth bounty rune? Okay, so it is going to be three bounty runes in favor of Infinity, and one bounty rune going in the favor of Qhali. So Infinity kind of winning that, a minor bounty war pre 0 minutes, but they're going to be pretty okay in the lane. It's at least no first blood was given away, so that's one positive for Qhali. And I don't think any hero was in specific threat of dying there anyways. Right, so looking at the laning phase of it, it's going to be Lifestealer plus the Grimstroke going against Darkseer and Jakiro. Darkseer and Jakiro, this just looks like a very disgusting lane. And the starting part of the match, with Jakiro having a lot of magical damage to offer, as well as the Darkseer, who does have his Iron Shell. Iron Shell leveled up as his first skill. So yeah, as we are looking at it, 60% already missing on the Grimstroke. So if he is technically caught out of position at any point, he's just basically dead. He's not the fastest hero around, and even if he throws out the silence, they don't really require silence in order to get the kill, I suppose. For example, in the bottom lane, Cogs did come out. They were able to bring Grimstroke really low on HP. Jakiro falling low on HP as well, but Lifestealer is kind of, yeah, he's pretty okay. Has leveled up Open Wounds and Ghoul Frenzy as his first two skills, and eventually would have his Rage leveled up in case if he's gone up on when he gets to level 3. Top lane, a little bit poking and prodding, as we suspected. Weaver is going to have a pretty nice lane in the top area of the map, but we did go ahead and miss the first blood happening on Jakiro, who was already down, what, 85% of his HP. So, well, kill going in the favor of who? Yeah, it goes in the favor of Lifestealer. So, yeah, really nice attempt coming, well, a really nice move coming out from Qhali, wherein they are able to get the first blood and a lot of chunk, a lot of gold into the pockets of the Lifestealer. That's something they'll be very happy with. And in terms of Infinity, that they're doing pretty okay. Their Weaver is having a really gaga time in the top lane at the moment. This was suspected. They don't have any immediate lockdown. Level 6 on the Beastmaster. They will have Phantom Subrace, which is not leveled at the moment. So, in case if the rotation is made onto the Weaver, we will see that eventually happening. Right. So we are about 3 minutes into the game currently. 18 last hits for the Zeus, who is leading the last hit charts currently, closely followed by Ember Spirit. So mid lane is going pretty equal or even at the moment. So a kind of a peaceful game so far. Not much happening other than Lifestealer getting first blood onto Jakiro. Zeus falling a little low on HP. 4-minute water rune has spawned, which was snacked by Jakiro. So Zeus is going to be a little hungry for regeneration. Let's see who comes in and fills the bottle. In fact, I think it might be the Beastmaster who goes down in the top lane. Clockwork would be doing a lot of damage by throwing his cogs onto Undying. Sapping a little bit of his mana, but eventually I think he's going to be very happy. In fact, there are two good kills coming out from Infinity in the mid lane and the bottom lane, wherein just small little moves, Zeus not getting his bottle refilled, and then he dying solo to Ember Spirit, and in the bottom lane it's the Grimstroke who's caught out from Jakiro and Darkseer, which we suspected, of course. In case if any of these heroes are caught out, it might get really tricky from them. But a move by Lifesteal onto the Darkseer, but he did have a surge available in order to escape from that attempt. is running on Tango, and Clarity cancelled by Grimstroke, of course, but he should be pretty okay in the lane there. Um, we were still a big winner. Looking at the laning phase so far, couple of stacks happening for Qhali as well. I think they really have to be careful with Infinity kind of raiding their jungle with a Tombstone and Weaver with bugs, Jakiro and Darkseer. Well, Infinity does have a pretty much team fight lineup, and Qhali have a lineup is kind of an assassination one, wherein it's pretty single targeted, right? Zeus will throw out a little bit of AoE damage. Um, Clockwork again just disable Beastmaster, pretty much a single targeted, single target focused hero. Grimstroke again can bind two heroes, soul bind together two heroes, but that's the most he's offering. And for wave clear he has paint of whatever, which is he's currently dying as we are talking to him. He didn't have stroke of fate available. Ember Spirit has made his rotation of silence being thrown out onto Ember, but did have he did have what the illusion rune bottled up, and he was able to get away from that silence. So pretty nice move there from Ember Spirit. Is able to get a kill on position 5 out from Qhali, but I don't think he would be very happy with it. He would have preferred a kill onto the Life Stealer rather than getting a kill onto Grimstroke. But a kill is a kill. He is doing pretty well for himself in terms of net worth. And it's only Life Stealer from Qhali who's doing kind of good in this game. He's at the top of the net worth chart. But rest of his cores are struggling by a huge margin. In fact, Beastmaster could be in a world of hurt in case if Undying and we are able to catch up to him. He is still level 6, level 5. In fact, Weaver is level 6 now, so would be able to use his time lapse in case if he's feeling threatened, but should be pretty okay. He is not going to die anytime soon, not at least till then. In fact, Grimstroke could be in a little bit of trouble. Where is he losing a lot of HP? It's in the mid lane. They are able to get a big kill onto the Ember Spirit in the combination wherein he was diving the tier 1 tower, ends up paying for his life. Undying could be in a lot of trouble as well, who is caught out by Clockwork and is just throwing him around like a ping pong ball, dude. Yeah, that just looks so funny. And Clockwork doing just a great job there by just holding him in place, and Zeus doing the follow-up damage. So getting good couple of kills. Zeus from position 5-6 on the map is suddenly jumped onto position 2. A big sign of relief of Qhali, because in case if Infinity would have carried on that snowball, this match could have ended in 22 minutes. So I would say this is a big significant time, or a big significant event in the highlights of this match package, or is this matches package, I suppose. Let's see who's going to take the stack. Still, more stacking being done by Clockwork, who was able to. Did he? No, it's already warded by Infinity, so they don't want any further stacks from happening. It is probably going to be Beastmaster who is going to clear the stack. Does have his arcane boots completed, level 7 as well. His farm is really going to escalate in case if he's able to get the complete stacks there. And it totally depends when he wants to move. I think he just wants to push out this lane before moving on to the stacks. Because in case if he just lets the wave being pushed in, it could be a lot of damage. Clockwork is given the duty of protecting the middle tier 1 tower for Qhali. He is level 4, so is really hungry for a lot of experience currently. Even Grimstroke is not doing excellent in terms of levels. He is only level 5. So both these supports would be looking for level 6. Undying was hovering around in the area. They are able to get a little bit of a catch onto the Undying, could be in a lot of trouble, but in fact it is the ultimate Zeus from Zeus coming out, doing damage, and eventually it is the Clockwork who gets a kill onto Undying. So a lot of experience would have gone this way. He should be he's still level 4 even though getting the kill. Kind of sucks that how much experience hungry he is currently. But at least it is some sort of experience coming his way, so he should be really happy with the outcome of that fight. Beastmaster is going to clear out these stacks. Let's see if he's. I don't think he'll be able. He's not. Oh, they did deward it. So in case if they want to stack at the 54-second mark, yes, he's able to get his whirling access out and would be able to stack both these scams. In the meantime, Infinity have decided to take the bot tier 1 tower um, for themselves, putting a little bit of gold into their pockets. But I think Beastmaster is going to be really happy with the current events. Most probably going for his Aghanim Scepter as his next choice of item is about, say, 800 and odd gold away. Once you have that, could be a little bit of menace in fights, but again, their Weaver is doing excellent currently, and even their Dark Seer is not far behind his Weaver. So basically a little bit of farm fest going on currently in terms of itemization. Um, no significant items on any of the heroes. We are almost approaching the 12-minute mark. One item is Phylactery completed on Zeus. Yep, that's it. Alright, Hookshot coming out from Clockwork is able to get Jakiro stuck in his cogs, and then Soulbind coming out on 2 heroes. But there is no follow-up damage coming out from Qhali. In fact, Amber Spirit is going to join the party and get a kill onto the Clockwork, but Grimstroke is able to successfully TP away from the engagement. Knowing there are no supports available for the side of Infinity, they are going to be aggressive. They are trying to get a kill on Zeus, which they are successfully able to do so onto the Ember Spirit, who is able to quietly walk away from the engagement. Beastmaster is trying to protect his middle tier 1 tower along with the lifestealer, so the cores really have to rotate to the mid lane in order to secure the tower. Otherwise it would have just gone down so fast for them. In terms of itemization, it is a Mage Slayer completed for Ember Spirit, so that's one thing he'll be very happy with. Lifestealer is not that far away from his Radiance, which is only 700 gold. I don't think that's bad timing at all. I've seen Armlet. We have lag. We have lag. I'm pretty sure it's going to be another Dota update if you're not able to reconnect. Let's see. No, it reconnects. Cool. Thank you for letting us reconnect Dota TV. I will change this wallpaper later though. Alright, right back into it. Net worth has not changed much. There were no major kills happening. Other than itemization. How close is Beastmaster to his Aghanim Scepter? He's about, say, 600 gold away. Alright, Regen Rune on Ember Spirit. I'm pretty sure that's not the rune he was looking for. But on an Ember Spirit, he will take it any day of the week. But double damage rune, or amplified damage rune rather, would have been preferred. Or even an illusion or something of that sort, a kind of a dispel. Tier 1 tower being attempted by Infinity. They really want to bring down this tower so they can open up the map to move into the Radiant jungle. Let's see if Qhali are in a mood. No, they are not in any mood to put up any sort of defense, since this Ember Spirit is really kind of tanky with the Mage Slayer, with additional 25%. Oh, it's 20% now. 20% magic resistance, and a debuff which causes the target to do less magical damage. How much does it reduce? 40%. That's significant, dude. That's like cutting it right to half. Well, close to it at least. So, Lifestealer will have his Radiance, does have his Radiance. The next item of choice is going to be Armlet, which I think is a better way to go about it. In fact, it's going to be Jakiro, who just melts with 2 shots coming out from Qhali. And it might be, yes, it is the Undying who goes down next. In fact, Weaver just joins into the party and he dies immediately, does not get an option or an opportunity to use his time lapse. So really good move coming out of Qhali, getting right back into the game, pulling the net worth back to 0 and 0. Ember Spirit still doing a lot of damage and is playing around with the clockwork, but eventually he does have a remnant and would be able to walk away without taking any further damage. There is a Darkseer in the area as well. They are trying to get a kill onto the Grimstroke, which they are successfully able to do so. In fact, Clockwork would be in a lot of trouble. Zeus has already joined the party. Now it is time for Zeus and Lifestealer to walk away, since they have already lost both of their supports. Beastmaster in the vicinity does not have Primal Roar available for the next 30 seconds. Lifestealer with his Radiance doing shit ton of damage, as able to bring down Jakiro. Next hero as for his choice is going to be the Darkseer, but he's able to walk away since there is a very farmed Ember Spirit in their way. Now it is the Ember Spirit who has joined his hands with the Undying, who is being chased by the Lifestealer currently, but Ember Spirit is just being a lot of nuisance, since the side of Qhali don't have any specific lockdowns for him. He's able to kind of run away in the fights. In fact, Weaver shows up second time in the series and second time in the match and just dies instantly. Ember Spirit still fighting it out, and actually he's single-handedly, well, I would not say single-handedly, there was the Tombstone Undying Darkseer who was kind of helping, but again a very convincing fight coming out from Infinity, where they were able to get 4 kills. The Lifestealer did kind of survive that engagement, but losing out on 4 heroes. Damage done by Ember Spirit was around 5,600 in this engagement. And the next hero who did most damage was 3,800 by Lifestealer. The majority of the damage, I guess, was coming from Radiance, and then it was the Beastmaster. So the big winner, carrying the fight with the entire game for Infinity is their Ember Spirit currently, and he's just doing so well in these engagements. Lockdown, they really have to lock down the Ember first for Qhali in order to win any sort of engagement, because if he is left to do whatever he wants, similar to this instance wherein he's able to get a kill on Zeus, just able to get on top of him with the Mage Slayer, and then Clockwork is again majorly magical damage. He does not really have any physical damage in order to bring down the Ember Spirit or lock him down for the longest period, so that they can get a kill. So they will really have to find a way to counter this Ember Spirit. Zeus will really have to be very careful as in how he is showing himself on the map, because the way things are working at the moment, this Ember Spirit could well run away with the match completely, and that would be not the best of signs for Qhali. I'm really impressed with the way they are playing this match currently. They have done really well for themselves. Right, there has been 2 heroes who have been soulbound together, which is the Darkseer and Undying. Both have just 2 tanky heroes, and I don't think Qhali have enough magical damage in order to bring them down. In fact, they have already lost their mid lane and 2 supports, and it is time for Beastmaster to kind of use the Twin Gate in order to survive that engagement. Does have an Aegis of Immortal in his inventory. Is level 14, but again there is just too much available in the favor of Infinity during this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. His shell encroach no more.
right on. So, a little bit of damage coming out. Well, it's just a mostly it's a T-ward mission for the side of Qhali. It is an 8,000 net worth advantage in favor of Infinity. In terms of graphs, the win probability is 82% with Infinity and 18% towards Qhali. I seriously feel they're just one good fight away. It's the Zeus who is kind of suffering, has become a secondary support or the third support in the match, and the Lifestealer has to do a lot of heavy lifting in case if they want to win this. Couple of long range nukes coming onto the Lifestealer, who did eventually had to use his rage in order to kill off the Tombstone, but he could be in a lot of trouble here. But no, he is able to infest. No, he's not infested. In fact, at the moment he is. Well, the Beastmaster is doing a lot of damage onto the Darkseer. Jakiro is already dead in the engagement, but again, the big winner of this fight is again going to be who else other than the Ember Spirit. And this time around, they were not able to bring down the Weaver, and a lot of economical damage and mental damage being done onto Qhali at the moment. So yeah, the game was going pretty good for them, but in the last after Ember Spirit got his Mate Slayer, the game just kind of halted for Qhali, and there was no further progression from any of the heroes, barring Lifestealer, I guess, who is going for an Orchid Nest next. Yes, a great item to have against a Weaver and an Ember Spirit. So, well, against any of the heroes coming from Infinity, to be honest. But let's see if he's able to complete the Orchid and make a difference in these engagements, because they need every ounce of lockdown they can get on these kind of slippery heroes, which are on Infinity. And then again, they have a Darkseer problem. Even if they get the stuns, and if Darkseer is available nearby, he would always have that dispel mechanism in terms of his Guardian Greaves, and then he has a Pipe of Insight, which just negates a lot of damage coming out from Qhali in the first place. Lifestealer is yet to find his footings in terms of physical damage. Um, what item he would go for is going to be very interesting to see, but Clockwork is someone who would not live to see what happens next in this game, though, and really has to wait it out for himself to respawn. Right, so Manta style completed on Lifestealer really has had has to get that item, because there is silence coming out from well, the steering chains coming out from Ember Spirit is kind of ruining his game, and the illusions can be really handy to kind of increase his farming potential in the match. In the meantime, Ember Spirit is able to bring down the bottom tier 2 tower in their favor, because they really just don't have any means to catch the Ember Spirit at the moment. He's just running out of control. The highest net worth in the game is still the Lifestealer, but again, how much he would be able to do alone is the question. Alright, a nice Soulbind coming out on Undying and Jakiro. I'm pretty sure they would be able to get the 2 kills pretty easily. Now the question is, are they able to handle the big bad crows coming from Infinity? They are able to get a kill onto the Darkseer, but in return they have lost 4 heroes, where in the side of Infinity, the 2 big cores from the side of Infinity are able to bring down all the heroes. Lifestealer is by any means in any sort of danger whatsoever, so he's again the only sole survivor. And in the context, yes, I think Infinity does win that fight. Overall, in terms of gold exchange, I think it's Qhali who have an advantage. Experience, yes, goes in the favor of Infinity, but gold definitely favoring Qhali at the moment. It's just because they are so far behind in the game, and each and every kill is just giving them that much more gold. Right. So moving further into the match, we are about 24 minutes in. It's a 12,000 net worth advantage in the favor of Infinity, and they are going to eye the Tormentor next, which they would be able to get successfully. It goes Shard goes into the hands of Jakiro, which enables the skill which is Liquid Frost. Jakiro Liquid Frost attacks also deals 2.5% of the enemy unit's max health as damage per second. Really handy against Lifestealer and Beastmaster. Very handy skill against any hero. It's just percentage lost on health is a big significant change or an addition of a skill. Clockwork is level 7 against Ember Spirit level 19. Really, he has been the big shining star for Infinity. They are able to get setting chains onto the Clockwork, who has to use his hook shot in order to get to safety. In fact, Undying has already committed his Tombstone to bring down the tier 3 tower. Let's see how much damage they are able to put onto it. In fact, it is Beastmaster and Lifestealer who are actually not in the base currently. So most probably the bottom racks are definitely going to go down. There is no fight which has to be had from Qhali. I'm not exactly sure why they're playing so passive. That's something which is a question mark. I think it's the Zeus. He just did not work out as a pick. I don't think he played particularly bad. It's just the matchup against Ember Spirit just ruined his game as soon as Ember got his Mate Slayer. Now with showing off his BKB. Okay. Lifestealer decides not to fight the Dire's side. In fact, he's just going to use Rage and TP away, since there are no stuns currently on the side of Infinity. Not able to get the racks, but at least he is able to bring down the tier 3 tower. That's something, some sort of, makes the push easier in case if they get a similar opportunity next time. So that would be really interesting to see. Right. So looking at the items, it is a BKB completed on the Beastmaster now. Assault Kuros completed on our Lifestealer, and significantly else on Zeus. We have a BKB on Weaver and Ember. We have already seen that. A gem on Undying, and then that's it. It's just pretty much our items for Daxier. A little bit of attempt by Ember Spirit on the Zeus, just a little bit of poking damage, nothing too significant. And we are just going to wait for Roshan before any further advancements are made in the game. In fact, we actually might see a Rosh fight. That's exciting. Ember Spirit is the one who's going to show himself. Naturally, him being very extremely tanky currently, but Lifestealer could actually pose a threat on him. BKB immediately popped by Ember Spirit, who is being rolled. So a majority of his BKB would be over when he joins the fight. But I think the amount of commitment they had to make in order to kill off to do any damage. In fact, there is no damage being dealt onto the Ember Spirit, who's kind of on full health, half of his mana. So yeah, they're really lacking damage, and they really have no way of killing off this Ember Spirit. Because by the time they are making their attempt on him, most of their team is already dead because of the follow-up damage coming through the Weaver and Jakiro and Daxier. Big, team fighting heroes. 2,000 additional gold going into the pockets of Infinity as a team. And now it is going to be... they will have Rosh... it's not respawned yet, so I think they should be free in order to... No, they're not going to commit. They're just going to back away, respect the respawn from Qhali. Really don't want to throw away the net worth advantage. So playing really smart, and are able to kind of walk away. And they will be definitely waiting for Rosh to spawn before they make their attempt onto the high ground. Right, Roshan has spawned now. Is Vex attached to him, so would be taking significant amount of damage. 18,000 net worth advantage for Infinity, which is gradually just increasing, and by no means it just seems to be coming down at any point. Right on. Ages of Immortal in the hands of Lumiere on the Weaver. He should be pretty happy. He does have MKB and BKB completed along with his Gleipnir and Dragonlance. So yeah, he should be a handful, and with the Geminate attack, he has lit level 20, so has plus 80 damage on his secondary attack, which in conceptually it's a lot. Okay, so the siege onto tier 3 tower has commenced. I don't think there is going to be any defense coming out from Qhali. A couple of their heroes are wandering around in the Radiant Ancient area. They are waiting for the creeps to come in because, well, okay. So backdoor protection had kicked in. Lifestealer is making his way back into the engagement. In fact, it is going to be Grimstroke who is not able to survive the onslaught coming out from Weaver. Does a lot of damage, and in fact, Ember Spirit has eyed up the Clockwork, who has to kind of use his skills in order to run away from Ember. So basically, what Qhali are doing at the moment is they're ignoring the rest of the Dire heroes and just running away from Ember. So practically, it's not going very well for them. 31 minutes into the game, and we might very well see the GGs coming out from Qhali. I think they had a pretty decent draft in terms of what they had. It's just that once Ember Spirit, well, this Ember spoiled the party for them, dude. It really has to be the Ember. Kudos going to Dark Black on his Lifestealer. But again, does not because Ember Spirit is just jumping in and killing off all of the heroes from Qhali, and Lifestealer most of the time is the only hero standing. In fact, in this engagement, he's the first hero to go down. A buyback being committed by Grimstroke. Let's see how much damage they are able to do eventually. But no, they are not able to enough. They are not able to do enough damage in order to finish off any heroes. Aegis of Immortal still intact in hands of Weaver. In fact, it is going to be Zeus, who might be in a little bit. No, he's not in a lot of trouble. Is able to kind of jump away to the safety of his fountain. But well, a nice vacuum coming out from Darkseer, pulling the heroes out. In the process, they are just losing out on heroes now, and eventually, and Weaver is able to get his time lapse in the last second, and this marks the GG of game number 1 in between Qhali and Infinity. Infinity definitely winning this game comprehensively in 32 minutes. A great game played by them. Yeah, and a nice finishing touches to it. Did not lose a lot of momentum. Once Ember Spirit got his items, he just practically soloed the game after that. And Darkseer obviously farmed as much as he had. Well, too much for Qhali to handle. That marks the end of game number 1, guys. We would be watching game number 2 as well. Again, just to remind you, this is a best of 3 series. So we are going to go into game number 2, and let's see if Qhali is able to equal out the series, or Infinity just continue their merry way and take this series 2-0 from Qhali. Perfect. So stay tuned, people. Enjoy the music, and I'll be back with you guys for game number 2. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, guys.